on Harbor Vale, a sleepy town in coastal Maine. Its residents continually harrowed by an unyielding mist that intrudes from the Atlantic. And, much like the town, veiled by this persistent precipitation, its residents veil secrets of their own.
Secrets of an ancestral curse and the desire to embrace it.
Secrets of justice, distributed in the shadows.
Secrets of newfound duty and a life left behind.
Secrets of bestial instinct, clawing its way to the surface.
And as we cast our eyes towards these silent secrets, we shall delve even deeper into what truly transpires down by the bay. Hello, and welcome to These Silent Secrets. My name is Zach, and I'll be your MC. Where last we left off, our favorite teens were scattered around Harbor Vale. Avery on a house call of sorts to LC's, Jason and Isla enjoying some buffalo chicken dip at Jason's home, and Kanan wrapping up for the night with some text to Alexandria. We pick up with the last events of that evening. Be advised, this episode of These Silent Secrets features a spooky dream sequence that some might find a little scary. As per usual, a big thank you to Chase Greenlee, as well as the Ghostlight Media Podcast Network for hosting us, and of course to Nicole Tuttle-Robb for scoring the episode. With all that out of the way, all that is left is the episode itself. So, without further ado, let's dive into this episode of These Silent Secrets, Down by the Bay. Oh, fantastic. So, Isla goes downstairs to eat the remainder of her dip, well, as I think you put it best, like a little gremlin. There are chip crumbs all over the bed.
I almost asked you what when you said you were scooping all this dip. I was like,
well, I assumed that there was a chip nearby.
Did the two finger?
Yeah.
Gorgeous. So, are you two planning to do anything else for this evening? Because if you two are hitting the hay after dip / doing your paperwork,
are we going to do another day?
We're going to move on to the next morning. Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Then go ahead.
I think I'm gonna before I go to sleep, I'll text Avery and be like, you haven't sent me an address. Are you good or are you dead?
No.
Oh no.
And no. I don't answer. There's no answer. I'm passed the fuck out.
That's right. Uh-oh.
I think LC, like, we don't see this, but there's a moment where, like, sees, like, your phone go up and sees, like, the preview from Jason that's like, hey, you okay? And they're sitting there not able to respond, and it's just like, fuck. And that's what's happening, I think, while you're unconscious. But yeah.
I think narratively, just because nightmares are really important to the Raven skin, I think Avery has a nightmare during this.
Oh, okay. No, also, real quick, because I wanted to see what they were doing, because if so, you're going to be out for a while, so just to keep the timeline going, I was going to hop back to you, especially if everyone else was just going to go to sleepy bye. So you send a text, you do your paperwork, Jason. Is there anything else that you were going to do?
Oh, yeah, I do my paperwork. Yeah, that's the only other thing, and then I'll probably just hit the hay.
Awesome. So you paperwork, your brain does what happened in the last episode?
Yeah.
Or the last, it depends on where, I think it'll be last episode. Probably when I edit this. Fuck. Yeah. Timelines and recording schedules. Weird.
Solo episodes.
Isla, you go downstairs, you eat your buffalo chicken dip. Are you doing anything else this evening?
No, I'll just cuddle up.
You just cuddle up with Julian.
Yep. Get a little buffalo chicken dip on him.
Yeah. He's got a little bit. You just sit there and...
What? Sorry.
Just using Frank's Red Hot as smelling salt, seeing if it'll wake him up.
Wake up. And Kanan, you sit there, I'm assuming, in text with Alexandria for a while. Is there anything else that you're doing this evening?
No. After finished texting, probably just head to bed.
Awesome. Avery, what's your nightmare about?
So the like nightmares in the Raven skin have a lot to do with like worst fears. And I think right now Avery's worst fear is being the kind of monster that needs someone like Jason to take care of them. Mm-hmm. 'Cause like her greatest fear is being that, because that's what her grandma thinks. That's what her great-grandma thought, or great-great-grandma thought. And so, yeah, I think her nightmare is maybe like her in place of Shannon. I think that's her nightmare.
Awesome. So this nightmare plays out at first where things actually happened. You walking up, that moment of seeing Jason pocket this bloody obsidian stone that he carries with him and grabbing Shannon by like the ankle and dragging her off. But then the next thing you know, you're looking down at yourself and you're the one who's being dragged away. This trail of blood being left behind you. And I'm going to hijack your dream here a little bit.
Okay.
And next thing you know, you're standing up. Jason is replaced with your grandmother, who sits there and goes, I told you, Avery, darling, where this would lead, did I not? And she grabs your arms forcefully, her grip a lot tighter than it should be, and she goes, didn't I tell you, Avery? And her hands begin to morph. The old lady hands start getting cold, green, almost scale-like, with bits of chitin. Her face begins to morph and shift to this hard, plated, eyeless face, and goes, that's what happens to sailors! And you spike back awake. Take a point of harm.
Okay, I can do that. Oh, do I get a harm from blood draw?
No.
Okay.
It was precise enough.
Do I get harm from passing out on the floor?
No. You are harm-free from those, but
okay, good.
in whatever just happened, it does in fact deal a harm to you.
Okay.
You wake up and to a thing that you, at this point, are becoming very familiar with, to the feeling of blood coming out of your nose. Elsie, like, kind of starts back. Hi, good evening. Are you okay?
And I think, like, Avery kind of looks around, checks her surroundings a little bit, a little shaken. Sorry about that.
Your nose is bleeding. Does that happen to you in your sleep?
You know, it's a recent development, but
That's
I'm okay.
A bad power to have.
I don't think any power has to be inherently bad. You know, things can be
well, it's
good
just
if you
like,
look at it that way.
I am Capulary with the power to spring a leak at any time. I was trying to make a joke. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was a bad one. Don't boo me, Marcus. They sort of help you up off the ground. Yeah, you kind of took a. I tried my best. I did.
No, you're it's fine. I hope it helps. Elsie, I have to go. I wish you all the best with your parents. If this doesn't help, you can visit me at my office hours at lunch, okay?
Okay, you look really freaked out. Are you all right?
I think I just need to go home. It's been a long day.
Oh,
so.
Okay. Thank you again. Hopefully this helps.
Yeah, hopefully.
Okay. I drive safe. It's getting crazy out there.
Yeah, I'll be fine. Thank you. And I think Avery books it.
Awesome. So you book it out to your car. You step outside and it is just shh. The rain is coming down, and you sort of scramble through the rain, get to your car. Your hair is already soaked, and you drive straight home.
Yeah, I see that I have a text message, and I send one thing back: alive, yes, okay, no, and then I drive home.
All right, you drive home, and you arrive, and you head inside.
I go immediately to bed.
Awesome. You hit the hay, and I think that's where we close. I think in discussions with Marcus that this is Wednesday. I believe where our discussion lands is Wednesday, October 7th, just for everyone's edification and to help me keep track of it.
As in the day that just ended was Wednesday.
Like this is the evening of Wednesday, October the 7th. So we're moving on to Thursday the 8th. Yeah. So the folks at home, Marcus was almost dead on. I looked it up. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's Wednesday based off of like the time, like the amount of days that have passed. And Marcus was like, yeah, I think it's probably, like if it's like October like the 6th. And I actually looked it up, and it was October 7th. I was like, oh shit. Real close, man.
Complete fluke, by the way.
It's rad.
Oh no, Left 4 Dead 2 isn't out yet.
It's coming out.
It is, but not until November.
Yeah, you got another month. You're getting prepared.
We're foiled again by the month of November.
God.
Foiled again.
November, it's always out for us.
Thursday morning comes. You all wake up. A real eventful night, you guys. Just a real eventful night has just passed. And you got school. Is there anything in particular people are doing before they head out?
Kanan is actually up very early in anticipation for speaking with Jason, but also pretty nervous about what's going to happen and potentially talking to their parents. So Kanan is going to try and slip out of the house before their parents wake up.
Awesome. You slip out. The rain isn't as hard as it was last night, but the rain is still coming down. Notably, as you get outside, it's very, very faint at this point, but you catch a strange scent around your house, like one that you don't know. It's very brief. It could have been someone that just walked by, like the front sidewalk just past your house, but it has lingered. But other than that, everything is as per usual. And yeah, you make it out of the house before your parents wake up. No problem.
Cool.
Anything else people are looking to do?
I think Jason will also get up a little bit early. I'm going to make 3 omelets.
Okay.
And I'm going to eat one. And the other 2, I go to put buffalo sauce on it. And I'm like, shit, I gave her that. Well, that means she can use it.
What else in that omelet, bro?
Eggs. And
that's usually the base, yeah.
Yeah, well, I can't skip it then, can I? There's some cheese. There's some green onions.
Ooh.
There's I think Jason second guesses whether or not anyone has any dietary restrictions and doesn't put bacon or ham in it.
Fair enough.
But then it's those things and salt and pepper and some spices.
That sounds pretty tasty.
Yeah.
Nice.
But then I'll go downstairs and bang on the not bang. I'll knock on the door.
Bang,
be like, hey, there's some breakfast for you guys if you want it upstairs. I don't know if you're coming to school today, but if you are, see you there.
I'm gonna open the door while you're still there.
Oh, hey, good morning. You want an omelet?
Is it buffalo chicken dip?
It's an omelet. You can put the buffalo sauce on top of it if you want.
You can hear it jingling in her pocket, or hot sauce in her bag.
Number of other
Jingling?
things. Yeah.
You can. It's not buffalo chicken dip, but it's a thing that tastes good if you put buffalo sauce on it. So
I'll try it.
Okay.
Is it here or is it upstairs?
It's upstairs. It's at the kitchen.
All right. I haven't opened the door enough for you to see Julian, so you see me back
are you
really
just
quick.
the head in the crack sort of thing?
Yeah.
I can go grab it if you want. If you want to stay here and keep doing your thing.
No, I have to go to school anyway. So
is Julian gonna be okay alone for or on his own for the whole day?
I'm gonna creak the door open a little bit more for you to see him. Yeah, I think
how's he looking?
Good.
Is he just sleepy? Just that's it.
Yeah, you look in, you see, what would normally be a pretty handsome dude who is sitting there with this pallid, sort of gray, clammy skin. Eyes are fluttering on the edge of being awake and not, and is just kind of looking to nowhere.
Has he eaten anything?
He hasn't even said a word, so no.
That's okay. And I'll run upstairs and I'll grab one of the omelets and I'll just bring the plate back down. And I'm just gonna I assume he's lying on a couch or a bed or something.
It's like a bedroom that's in a finished basement. So
okay.
Yeah, it's a proper bed.
I'll just put it on the bedside table with a fork and be like, hey, I'm Jason. You're Julian. Nice to meet you. Welcome to stay here as long as you like. If you want to eat something, there's an omelet. It has eggs. It has cheese and green onions and some spices. I don't know what you can eat. In retrospect, I put both eggs and cheese in it, so I hope you're not vegan. Take care.
Yeah, you get nothing. No response, no recognition that you're there. Yeah.
He'll be fine. That's fine. He'll be fine. And I walk back out the basement door.
I'll say a goodbye to Julian and follow you out.
So you guys head out. You munch on some breakfast and head to school? Awesome. Avery, how's your morning going?
As soon as I am dressed and ready, I am pounding on my grandma's door.
You hear, oh, goodness.
Grandma, wake up.
You hear, like,
I need to talk to you.
The sound of, like, footsteps that are, like, kind of, like, and sort of, like, shuffly. And the door opens. Darling, what is happening?
I need to talk to you now.
We are talking.
No, not Grandma. I don't want this weird, vague conversation that we have every morning that we always have. I want to talk to you.
All right. And she sort of squeezes past you and goes and knocks on your mother's door. Goes, hello, dear, are you home? And waits to make sure that there's, like, no response. All right, I believe your mother has left for work. All right, come. And she sort of, like, gives you the, like, follow me hand, and she teeters down the stairs in her big feathered robe, I'm assuming she's wearing, and, like, parks in, like a sitting room. All right, what is it that you would like to speak about?
What did we do? You've told me time and time again that we are monsters, and that what we do is horrible, and that we've ruined families, but it's all so vague. Grandma, what did we do, and who did we do it to?
That's complicated, Avery.
Yeah, well, you know what else is complicated, Grandma? Something is coming here to Harborvale. Or maybe it's already here, I don't know. But it is coming here, and it has a grudge against the Sullivans. And I want to know why.
Avery, I was hoping I would never have to tell you about all this. Can we put a pin in this until after school? There's something I believe I found it upstairs. I need to track it down and bring it down here for you.
Fine, but can I ask one more thing of you?
Yes.
When you tell me this information, I want you to be sober, okay?
I can do that.
Then I'll see you after school.
She kind of snags your arm for a second. And she goes, I know I have been vague for a very long time. And when I tell you about this later, just know that it was only to keep you safe.
Yeah, well, a lot of good being in the dark has done me so far.
We're ravens. We exist in the dark.
No. Grandma, we don't exist in the dark. We survive on it. And she'll run away. Not run away. Awesome. Like, I'm not, like, running. She'll walk away.
No, but I'm assuming, like, yoink your arm out from a grasp and head out. And she watches you go. I don't know if you turn around to look at her, but she's got sort of an expression that, like, she's definitely knows that she's hurt you. And she didn't mean to, but she's conflicted. And you hop in the Oldsmobile. Like I said, the rain. Ugh. That was a weird sound. My nose plugged as I said the word, and so when I said it, I heard it in my brain. It was odd.
Take one harm.
Take one harm. Awesome, but the rain is coming down. You hop in your car, you head to school. Fantastic. So, another day at Malcolm Senior High School begins, the bell rings, and you are in homeroom. Mix right comes in a little late that day. An umbrella sort of slung at their side that they are still in the process of trying to shake out. They like kind of put it over like the garbage can and give it a shika 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 shika, and the rain just kind of keeps plopping off of the thing. Sorry, everyone. And gestures out the window to the torrential downpour that's happening. All of that happening. How are we all doing today? We're getting through? I judge by your silence that is a yes.
We
Gorgeous.
just got here.
So you get...
We're wet.
There we go. That was what I was hoping for.
Kanan is just at their desk doing the Kendo Ikari.
Oh, nice. They get their things. They start taking attendance to get the school day started. Oh, God, I'm trying to... 2009 is such a weird time for technology. It really is. So much was happening. We're going to say that news alerts pop up on your phone at this point. I know I get news.
Yeah, I feel like
I think
yeah.
they
get news notifications on your phone.
There were iPhones, so there was...
iPhones
There's
at that
push
point were
notifications.
kind of shit, though.
I was going to say, in the Midwest, we definitely would get, like, tornado push notifications.
Well, yeah,
like,
that...
I got one of those like 2 days ago.
Well, yeah, and you get, like, the Amber Alert, like... the things.
Scream.
Yeah, the nice scream. But in like your phone, a notification pops up. It says local Jacobsville woman reported missing. Relation to Harborvale disappearances? ? And that is the headline. It's not a good headline. I'm not a journalist. Sorry, everybody. I know someone out there is like, that's a shitty headline. And that's because I am not creative. But that pops up on your phone. Choose to do with that what you will.
I think Avery is in such a, like, angry headspace that she's able to, like, not acknowledge it. Like, she doesn't look at Jason. She doesn't, like, make any sort of indication that this matters to her at all or that she knows anything. I think she literally just looks at it, like, face down on the table again.
Oh, so
Kanan
yeah.
just very, like, why is, like, afraid that their phone made a noise in school. And is, like, trying to silence their phone. Like,
Kanan.
I just swipe the notification away.
You swipe it off. I'd love that Kanan, like, of all things, it's just like, oh, I don't want them to hear that my phone was on. But yeah,
Avery's phone is on her desk. Kanan is afraid that their phone made a sound.
Yeah.
But that pops up. While homeroom is happening, Tucker scoots back a couple seats and comes up to you, Avery. Are you okay? Because you look like really pissed off.
I'm fine, Tucker. Thank you for asking. Thank you for checking on me. But no, I'm fine. Everything's just fine. There is no problem here. Tucker.
Okay. You said fine, I think 3 times in that sentence.
It's because I'm fine, Tucker.
I'm going to take the hintity hint, and I'm going to go back to my seat.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm having a bad day and clearly lashing out.
Understood. Well, if you need to come see me in my office to talk about it, that's right. I'm starting a rival office now. So
yeah, I'd like to see you try, Tucker.
You can see me try if you just want to, like, come and chat about your feelings later. I'm open to that.
Yeah, I don't really do that.
Yeah, that has occurred to me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I appreciate the sentiment, and I apologize for snapping at you.
And he gets up and heads back to his seat.
I think Avery, Avery's just one, Avery dresses like an alt girl, like that kind of, do not talk to me kind of, but never
fuck with me.
But does not have that vibe very often. That is the vibe today. That is Avery's vibe. She is matching what you are seeing.
I don't think that Avery be paying attention to it, but Logan Harmon definitely kind of, like, looks over and, like, kind of gives you, like, the, like, respect look. Like, just ever so briefly, and then realizes that they have to be catty, and it's like, whatever. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, no, Avery definitely does not care enough to care about Logan Harmon today. Every other day, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Today, no.
Not today. And so, yeah, Tucker goes back to his seat and prepares for history class. Starting to be able to understand my group. I'm assuming nothing of interest will be happening during our history class today. Fantastic. So we'll skip it, and we'll. So the bell rings for the class change. So you continue on to your next classes. Isla, of interest, another news notification pops up. It would pop up across all your phones, but it would be of interest to Isla, would probably catch her eye. U.S. shipping freighter ran aground on small sand drift off coast. Speculate that storm threw it off course. And that's what you see. Out in the water, apparently a big old shipping freighter was thrown off course.
I register that, and I'll say that that's probably what happened.
Awesome. So you see that during your class change, you carry on your merry way. And is there any plans up until lunch, everybody? Fantastic. Lunch always brings some fun stuff. So yeah, let's say we get to about lunchtime, and you start making your way to the cafeteria. Where are people sitting? Isla, are you sitting with Bridget and the gang? Or are you sitting elsewhere?
I will sit with them, yeah.
You're going to sit with Bridget and the gang. So you sit down, and you see Kai first, who's like, oh, hey, how you doing today?
Good. All good here. How are you?
That was about 3 goods. Are you sure you're good?
Well, I said it 3 times, so yes.
You're
3
extra
times
extra
is good.
Yeah. It's the rule of 3s, I suppose. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm doing fine. I don't know if you can tell, I'm a little congested today. I think I got a little bit of a cold. It's funny, they say that they're congested every day.
That sucks. That's
the weather. What can I say? It's crazy.
Foggy and
foggy, rainy, the humidity, if you will. Yeah. And Bridget ends up coming, finally grabbing a seat and says, oh my gosh, she's back for a 3rd day in a row. This is becoming a regular thing, and I'm very excited about it.
I hope so. I thought I read the situation.
Oh, no, you most definitely did. I just, you're kind of, you're sort of a big deal around here, so I just kind of expected you'd be off with, other people for most of the time, but, you've got a seat here all the time.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. So, what the fuck is going on with this rain?
It's Maine.
Well, yeah, it's just, really bad.
Yeah, I don't mind it, though. A little water never hurt, right?
Yeah, the water never bothered you anyway. You know what? That's a good line.
I wonder if
I should use that.
Yeah, someone should use that in a movie a couple years from now.
Yeah, let's say a 2012, 2013
maybe not
release.
Water. Maybe something else.
No, it's water's cold.
Water is cold.
I can't handle it. I'm so sorry.
I hate both of you.
God.
Confirmed. Bridget went on to be one of the writers for
be
Frozen.
one of the writers of Frozen. Yeah, she got a job with Disney animation.
And that character, she was Elsa, last name.
Elsa.
I don't know what her Elsa's last name is.
At the end credits of the season, where it's the photo of someone and it freeze frames and the text at the bottom.
Yeah,
where they're at Bridget's now. Will be.
Bridget Hutton went on to work for Disney Animation. It was one of the co-creators of the seminal hit Frozen. But yeah, no, it's just I heard, and I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard that. Do you know the guys who own the German deli in town? It's an old guy and his grandson.
Sure, they do some ads on radio.
Yeah, I heard their pet Pomeranian got swept away.
Oh my god, not Schnitzel.
Yeah. Is that what his name was?
Yeah, he's in the ads on the radio. He barks at the end.
Oh, that's okay. Oh, we lost Fame then.
Yeah, now I'm the only one left.
A famous. You see, now everyone's gonna want your time. Schnitzel's gone.
It was just her and the dog, and that's it.
She sort of laughs at herself at the grimness of his joke.
Can't believe this podcast has to be put down on doesthedogdie.com.
Oh, God.
Yes, Schnitzel is dead.
Schnitzel, hey, it's only a rumor. It's only a rumor.
It better be.
At the end, Schnitzel's freeze frame is Schnitzel is dead.
At the end of all of this, Schnitzel washes up on shore on a piece of driftwood.
It's just a smash cut to a tombstone that says Schnitzel.
In memoriam, Schnitzel.
You read it in an old German accent. Schnitzel, he was a good dog.
And then the song starts playing, the Sarah McLachlan. In the arms of an angel.
But it's a German cover.
Yeah. Yeah, no, fucking, what the fuck's his name? Yes, Reinhold Fitzwright does a cover of The Arms of an Angel by Sarah McLachlan at the funeral of Schnitzel the Pomeranian.
Why are you guys doing this?
This is a deep and rich fiction.
We're setting ourselves up for some great Patreon-only content.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. In des Armen des Engels. That's what it is.
RP this whole funeral. Ah, man.
Very good. But yeah, you guys continue to chat for a while. We're gonna let's scoot on along. Jason, what are you doing for this here lunch period?
I'd probably go find Kanan.
You go find Kanan. Kanan, where are you at?
So Kanan uncharacteristically did not bring a lunch today. I just left the house.
Yeah.
As Kanan comes into the lunchroom, they're going to, like, immediately look for Alexandria, walk over to her, and just kind of, like, before she can even say anything, almost aggressively, Kanan's going to, like, bend down over the table, like, kind of grab her hand and, like, say, hey, I'm sorry, I can't have lunch with you today. I'm going to go talk to Jason. Just, I don't know how long it's going to be, but if it's only a little bit, I'll come back. I just want to say sorry in advance. I just don't want you to... I don't want you to think that I didn't want to have lunch with you, but I wanted to have lunch with you.
Hey, it's fine. You're allowed to go have lunch with your friend. It's not a big deal.
Okay. I just didn't want... Thanks. Thank you. I'm sorry I'm ranting.
It's okay.
Thank you.
I appreciate you checking in. Know that you don't owe me anything, but it was very sweet of you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Rain check, though. And that's not a joke because it's raining. It's just...
It's raining so much.
It is. But okay, I'm going to go. Sorry. Okay. You enjoy your food. I'll catch up with you after school or something, okay? All right.
I like to imagine that Jason is sitting like 2 seats over.
And then, like, still in the same spot, look up at Jason like, let's go outside. And then I just start walking outside.
That couple that's like, oh my God, I'm going to miss you so much. I'll see you in a little bit, okay? And then, you walk to the next table and sit down.
But I'm going to ask Jason specifically if you'll go outside to talk to me.
It's raining really
hard. Hallway.
Okay, sure. And I will go into the hallway.
I would say if you like outside, I would say there's probably bits where there's like, like the little overhang that like maybe goes between like buildings of like the campus. So there are a couple places where you could probably be outside and not be drenched if that is the wish.
That is the wish for Kanan. Kanan wants as few people around as possible.
Wish granted.
Hey man, this is gonna seem invasive.
Okay.
When you do a job, what do you do?
What do you think I do? And I'll tell you if you're on the right track.
I think you, big air quotes, take care of them. But after you make them take a nap, what happens to the napping person? And Kanan is just doing air quotes the whole time.
You can put your hands down. Well, okay, so... I do the job. I'm not... I myself am not usually responsible for disposal. After it happens, I send along a message of like where they are, and then usually they send someone else to come retrieve them, basically.
Are there ever any situations where say you don't need them to retrieve them? Like, say something just works out and, like, hypothetically, the body falls in a pit of lava. So, hey, no disposal guy needed. We don't need to call the janitor. Is there ever a situation like that?
We haven't done any volcano jobs in a while, but we tried to avoid that because it's in this job, it is very good to have confirmation and certainty after the fact. So if they don't collect anything, then you can't be sure.
Okay. Do they have to and Kanan is like almost gagging at this point, and I think I need to roll to keep my cool before I ask this next question.
Go for it.
Give me a second.
I want everyone to know that whenever anyone has been rolling, Marcus has been off in their little Zoom window, like screaming for them to fail. So if they fail right now, know that it's paid off.
Partial success. Boo.
Boo.
How dare you succeed? That's not this game.
Even partial.
Damn
That's not
you,
how this
me.
goes.
All right.
We have succeeded way too much this session.
But Kanan is like almost like gagging at the thought of even asking this question. And there, the remains, do they have to and like gulps down. Do they have to collect all of the remains? Or say like they had... What if they just had something that could identify them, but they didn't need the whole thing, and it was just like, okay, this is enough to confirm that this is person A, and the job is done, and that's all you need. And do they have to do that, or do they have to do anything? And then Kanan just keeps kind of like nervous ranting.
You can... Okay, I get the question. You're good.
Okay.
You're good. The answer is that they try to ideally you collect everything, because part of it is yes, you want to be able to get the confirmation of who it was and all that, but the other part of it is that we don't want to leave anything to find, because that we got a headline this morning.
What if I could take care of that second part? Okay, man, I'm going to be upfront with you, and I'm afraid you'll look at me differently if I say this, but I had an idea. I don't want to call it a good idea, but I don't want to call it a bad idea. Things with my aunt are escalating, and I told my parents about it, but they seem kind of unfazed. She's begun killing animals for fun. Now, my family, we kill animals, we hunt, but we eat them, we use the parts, and we don't just do it for fun. It's not just a woohoo, suffer animal, goodbye. That's what she's doing. And she killed a bear, which, holy shit.
That's pretty hardcore, yeah.
And my parents seemed unbothered by it. Their whole thought was just, oh, well, thank God it's not a human. And I'm afraid that it'll escalate to that point. And I'm even more afraid that it'll be someone that you or I or our family or someone we know, whoever it happens to, it's going to be someone that is loved by someone else, you know what I mean? Everybody is loved by someone. So if she does that to someone, that's a really bad thing, man. So I was thinking, on your next job, if I could come with you, and after you make that person take a nap, you could take whatever you need for your general manager or something. I don't know, man. And I could... and again, like, trying to suppress the, like, gagging, like, I could make it look like someone like me got to the body. And then my parents would think it was her, and they would do something. Or, and like a light bulb goes off in Kanan's head, or if your family thinks it was her, then that's two families that want to take care of it. And if not, that's cool, and I respect your decision. It's just an idea I had, because I want to take care of this, and I want to take care of the people I care about and that I love. And I just don't want her to do anything, man. And I know she's going to do it. And I can't handle it. I can't even stomach thinking about what she would do to my mom or my dad or my sister or you or Alexandria. And at that point, you see like tears almost forming in Kanan's eyes. And I'm like, I just don't want something to happen. So if you're already taking care of someone, and if we can make it look like it was her, two birds, man.
I'll take Kanan in a hug. And I'll, like, pat their back. I'm like, dude, it's okay.
Kanan is, like, squeezing the shit out of you, head buried in your shoulder, like, just really embracing this, like, moment of affection.
Nothing, it's gonna be okay. Nothing, your aunt isn't gonna get to me or you or Alexandria or anything like that. She's out there, she's out there fucking up bears, which is... pretty messed up, but it's a big jump from that to what you're talking about.
Is it?
And I know you're worried, but look, first of all, I'm I'm a little bit relieved because during this whole thing, it sounded like you were proposing your new way of disposing of a napping person, and I thought for like 70% of that you were gonna say you wanted to eat them, and I was gonna be like, "That's dude." You were like, "You're gonna look at me differently," and I'm like, "I think I probably would."
What the frick, man? No.
That's what I was thinking. I mean, I'm glad it's not.
Yeah,
but you were building it up for something really weird.
I mean, I felt like what I thought. What? Okay, I guess that kind of explains why you're handling this so cool. If that's what you thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it's like one of those things where like you set an expectation and then it's like not that bad. It's like, okay. But back to the actual request. I can bring you along if you really want to, but I don't think I can let you take a mark, like a napping target, and use them for something like this. I mean, like, for any reason, really, but, like, especially for... Like, I want to help you, and I want to keep everyone safe as much as you do, but I don't... I know you're concerned about what your aunt can do and will do, but I'm not going to help you frame her for something that she hasn't done. And I know that you're concerned, but, like, I can't...
No, like, you're right, man. It was a bad idea. You're right. I'm sorry I even asked.
You don't need to apologize. You didn't do anything. You had a thought. You asked... Instead of, like, going out and immediately doing it, you talked to me about it. This is a best case scenario, okay?
Yeah.
It's just... It's like you said... Everybody has people that care about them, and as much as we might not want to admit it, that includes your aunts, and we can't... I mean, you're worried about your aunts doing something terrible to another person, but, like, the thing... What you're describing to me of, like, setting her up to be taken out, like, it's a little more hands-off, but, like, that's not you, Kanan.
Yeah, I think I'm just scared, man. I'm not thinking straight. You're right. I'm sorry.
Hey, like I said, you don't have to be sorry about this. This is a genuine concern that you had about the safety of your friends and your family, and you have rights, and you saw a fucked up bear. And that's frightening.
Yeah.
So don't feel bad that you had some thoughts on a way to try to solve it.
Final question, if she does do something, I don't think I can handle her by myself, man. And if our parents don't step in, I'm going to, but I would love some backup, man.
Look, I said that you can come along with the job that I have to do. If you have a job that you have to do, I'll come along too.
And then Kanan just, like, wraps you up in another, like, big bear hug. Oh, boy! Sorry.
No, you're good. It feels good.
Yeah. Okay. And then, like, squeezes more to, like, pop your back.
Ooh, oh. Yeah.
And, like, genuinely thanks, man. You're a good friend, man. And I appreciate you so much. You're the coolest, dude. And, hey, I played a lot of Left 4 Dead last night, and...
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
You've got a teammate.
Yes.
So job in real life and job in the digital world, I got your back.
Yeah. No,
if you want me to come on a job with you without doing the plan, that's all I really wanted, but was the plan. But you're right, that's bad. But if you need backup for anything, I'm happy to help.
I appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
You got 10 minutes left in lunch. Right. Alexandria is still there.
All right, yeah, man. Thanks again, dude. Like, hand on shoulder and, like, kind of a gentle squeeze and, like, the little shake. I'm like, all right, I'm going to go eat. I didn't get lunch, damn it. And then just, like, walks back inside.
Oh, I didn't see that Freddie, you were also wearing some merch.
Oh, yeah!
Merch across the table.
Mariah! We didn't wear merch, and we're the only ones.
It's dirty. I wear it all the time.
I have 3 now, and I wear them like 3 days every week.
Yeah, but I got 3 tanks because I wear a lot of tank tops.
That's next on the order is a tank now that summer's coming around and the booth heats up within like 5 minutes.
This like 3 weeks of warmth.
Yeah. Gotta love a good 3 weeks of warmth. Okay. So yeah, you two head back into the cafeteria. Avery, what are you up to?
So I don't go to my office during lunch. I stay in the lunchroom. And I think I just pick I don't sit here normally, so I kind of wait till everyone's seated and then I pick an isolated area and I just sit there. I don't go to my office this time.
Awesome. You sit down, and walking over to you is Leo Windsor, who sits down, the school's resident pretty boy. Hey, Avery, how you doing?
Leo, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. So, hey, and they sort of like lean forward. I was looking to get like a dime bag. Does that work?
I'm going to ask you a question here, Leo, and I want you to be very, very truthful. What exactly is it that you think I do?
Oh, I totally thought you sold weed. Is that not what you do?
No, Leo.
That's what was going on in the broom closet.
No.
Oh, that's a drag. Well, I mean, I'm sure whatever you do is pretty chill. I just was really looking for a dime bag.
I think Avery's like fighting against the urge here that she has, and she goes, "Why is it, Leo, that you feel like you need this weed?"
I don't think I need it. I just enjoy how it makes me feel. Mm-hmm. Helps me mellow out.
Are you generally not mellow?
No, I'm usually pretty mellow.
All right. Well, this has been riveting conversation. Please, when you get a chance, correct people if they are speculating that I'm a drug dealer. Because that is not what I do.
Awesome. Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, thanks, Leo.
Hey, stay sweet. And they get up and leave.
I think Avery just like forehead on table. Just like, this is why I don't come to the lunchroom.
I made it up just in the moment because I was like, the people who at the beginning, I had made people who I thought were going to be the douchebags, and they ended up being kind of nice guys. So the person that like thinks is going to be really like sort of mysterious and whimsical ended up being the douchebag, and I'm fine with it.
Good.
So yeah, Leo fucks off. I think my goal today is just to see how mad I can make Avery.
It's working.
Good. Rad. Beautiful. Anything else? Lunch? Rest of the school?
There's one more thing Avery does.
Oh, okay.
Avery walks over to the table that Isla and Bridget and Kai and the others are at.
Cool.
Kind of like in a huff. Like, just hands down on the table and just looks at everyone and says, "Does anyone here think that I'm a drug dealer?"
Bridget raises her hand. I don't think you are one, but like I've heard that you are.
From who?
I mean, like a couple people, like Gael said that.
Xavier Cipriano.
Bash has said that a couple times.
Xavier has said that.
Yeah. I think people are really into that movie, Charlie Bartlett. And like he like sells like like medication to people, and so they assume that's what you do.
Great. Thank you so much. Avery takes out like a little notepad and writes these names and goes, "Thank you. I trust that if you hear this rumor again, you will quash it."
Yeah, I've never heard the word quash before, but yeah, I can do that.
Will do. Thank you.
Yeah, Bridget looks like a little like it's like a little intimidating. It's like yeah, sure, yeah, cool, sure.
And then she leaves.
Bridget gives Isla a look like, what the fuck just happened?
Sounds like her reputation is in jeopardy. She'll come back from it.
Hey, you know what? Since we're playing this the thing, why don't you take the condition drug dealer?
No.
That came out of nowhere, but you know what? Like, if that's the thing and we're playing that it's a thing that's well spread, might as well make it a condition.
We are playing with Darkest Self-Fire right now, my friend. Like, we are close. Reputation means a lot to Avery.
Dang. Ooh, fuck. All right.
It's close. Narratively, and just because of that condition, MC, to give you a little fodder and fire to end this recording with, I think Avery's going darkest.
Oh, you're gonna go darkest self?
I think so.
Ooh. Avery's had a bad day.
I don't know what this. I don't know what this does at all.
When I was making, wanted to buy some weed joke, I did not expect it was gonna go here.
Avery's been feeling like the monster that she's trying not to be this whole time, and only to find out that people at the school thinks that she's not helping.
She sells drugs,
and that she's doing something illegal. Like that's not good.
Okay, fair.
So.
Okay.
She was already on thin ice, and it's not good.
All right, so Avery, you spin on your heels, walking away from this table, leaving a fair amount of the people there almost too stunned to speak as you shift into your darkest self. Does this take on any sort of physical characteristic, or? I
think her eyes darken a little bit more. They don't quite go full raven like they do when she gazes.
They don't like completely fill out, but like does it like overtake the iris a little bit?
Little bit. Like it looks like her eyes have like just recently been dilated or something like that.
Like so super dilated?
Yeah. So it's not like supernatural, but it's definitely that kind of odd. Something's definitely different.
You got those David Bowie eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found out about that recently. That one of David Bowie's eyes wouldn't dilate, or was always dilated.
It's always dilated.
Yeah, because he got in a bar fight, and then his eye just stayed dilated forever.
That sucks, right? I feel like that fucking sucks.
I mean, I feel like you'd get used to it after a while. It's just like that one is hella sensitive to light, probably most of the time.
You have to wear an eye patch. This doesn't matter.
No,
it's a monocle, but it's a sunglass monocle.
Oh, that's good.
That's a fancy eye patch.
All right, I'm making that note
MC,
for a character in the
future. Do you want me to read my darkest self?
Oh, please read your darkest self.
Ooh. You've helped others face their own problems for too long. It's time you focus on yourself. Pursue your own desires. Do what makes you feel happy and powerful. Ignore anyone else's problems. If it doesn't concern you, then it's not worth your time. You escape darkest self when you feel genuine guilt over something you've done.
Ooh, this is gonna be sick. Have we talked about darkest self before?
No.
I think just in passing.
Yeah.
I think we've just made jokes about it.
So I guess before I fully take this in for a landing, folks at home, the darkest self is a mechanic in this game. Everyone has depending on their skin, has a different darkest self related to the skin that they have. And this is, think Vampire Diaries, when they would turn off their humanity switch, if that makes sense to anyone.
That is a great reference.
It's a good reference.
Honestly,
they've fully succumbed to the monstrous side of themselves, essentially. It's a moment where you have hit a low point narratively, and your character either throws caution to the wind and wants to burn everything down, or there are some on the inverse where they become, what's the word I'm looking for, especially the succubus. It's like you're like everyone's doormat. They vary dramatically from violent to submissive to like conniving and vindictive to becoming overly giving and sacrificing yourself at all costs to help other people. Everyone is different. Everyone is interesting, and we have our first one. So Avery, as you walk away from this table, them all stunned, your pupils start to overtake your iris. Your, like, if this was a cartoon, that moment of like the shadow of your brow sort of like sinks over your eyes as you sort of, your head sort of tilts downward, and whatever dark intent has just crept into you is ready to be unleashed.
Under her breath, she's just almost chanting, Gael, Xavier, bash. Gael, Xavier, bash.
Get him, girl. Get him.
Thank you so much again for listening to this episode of These Silent Secrets. As per usual, if you like what you heard today, we would very much appreciate it if you could support the show. There's a few very easy ways to do that. Of course, first and foremost, you can just scroll down to whatever podcatcher you're listening to us on, give us a rating, give us a review, follow, subscribe, whatever it lets you do. All that does a ton in getting our name out there. Another super easy way, just tell a bud about us. You can tell a whole bunch of buds, they'll join, and then we can look at all of our fantastic connections, like some fantastic online fandom ant farm thing. If you would like to support the show financially, you can do so at patreon.com/Ghostlight Media. Most recently, TSS, we just put out for our Patreon subscribers of a certain tier, our Patreon content in the rotation, which was a collection of skins written by our own Nicole Tuttle-Robb. Fantastic, very good. This pack includes her version of the Raven, the most updated version of the skin that Avery is. You can also check out our merch store at tpublic.com/store/Ghostlight, where you can get some fantastic merch items from shirts and tank tops and hoodies to mugs and tapestries and phone cases. So really just kind of go buck wild. If you want to check us out further on social media, you can do so. You can find us at TheSilentSecrets.com. You can find us on TikTok at These Silent Secrets, and you can find us on Twitter at Silent Secret Pod. If you want to check us out each individually online, you can do so. You can find Nicole at Nicole Voice, Marcus at Marcus RVO, Mariah at _Mariah Clawson, Freddie at Freddie_Pow, and myself at that guy, Zach Robb. We'll be back in 2 weeks with another episode. I'm very excited. Things are starting to get even spicier. But until then, may your secrets stay hidden, and may your dreams not be so spooky. Ugh. Bye.
This has been a Ghostlight Media production.